Have you ever wondered where mulch comes from?
And did you know a good majority of the green waste in your community goes to the landfill?
And did you know there are 15 billion microorganisms in this mulch right here?
We know it.
I'm Amanda Gray.
And I'm Sierra Shinhofen.
Welcome to the Harvest Lab.
Today we're going to see some of the landscape industry's top professionals
who are going to teach us everything there is to learn about mulch.
Let's go! We made it to the Sierra Vista Nursery in Chino.
Hey, Sierra.
Hey, Oscar.
Hey, guys.
This is Oscar Alba, the Sierra Vista Nursery Manager. How are you doing?
Good, thank you.
Mulch is really beautiful, but how is it created?
That's a very interesting question because, when people think about mulch, it's just decorative, but it's a big process behind the scene. Let me start by, mentioning that all the green waste that we use for our mulch is collected from the property that we maintain.
How many cubic yards of green waste are brought to Sierra Vista Nursery on a daily?
Around 250 cubic yards.
That's amazing.
It's a lot of yards.
Wow, okay, so give us the Mulch 101, the process from there.
Absolutely. So the process starts at the communities when we picking out all the green waste, trash, trimmings. Then that green waste is brought to our Chino facility for processing. Here at Chino, we let it sit for 1 month. When it's decomposing, we grind it with using a 1 and 2 inch screen. That way we can get like small material.
Okay. So it's grinded up into small little pieces.
Yes, that is correct.
Yes, and once that's done, what's next?
Okay, we line up the mulch like you can see on our windrows, and we let it sit for 4 months for cooking.
Wow, that's amazing. You cook the mulch.
We do.
Not that type of cooking, Amanda. So you basically cure the mulch.
Correct.
How high of a temperature does the mulch need to sit at?
120 to 150 degrees.
Wow.
I know, and this is very helpful for the mulch because when we are doing this, we're killing all the bad pathogens that it can be on the green waste, all the seeds, all the bad thing that is on the green, even like eggs from animals, from plants. Yeah, so that 4 month period of the mulch cooking is actually helping a lot to get the mulch free from diseases.
Oh, so like germination.
Yes.
I think we just got a notification from Matthew at the lab.
Hey guys, Matthew Cruikshank here. Here's a Harvest Fun Fact. Did you know that mulch is actually alive? Mulch was originally discovered in the Amazon rainforest. They noticed this soft, living blanket under their feet, keeping the environment thriving. Scientists wondered if they could recreate the nutrient environment that exists in the rainforest in other places throughout the world. This was the discovery of mulch. Mulch has amazing qualities because it blocks the sun's UV rays from penetrating to the soil surface, preventing the process of germination. Germination is part of the plant's life cycle where the pollination and seeds fall to the soil to become a new plant again.
Bringing our green waste here is so important because bringing green waste to landfills is 70 times more harmful than carbon dioxide.
So Oscar, right here we have got green waste that's in
Correct.
preparation for mulch, right?
Yes, absolutely. This is the green waste that was brought from the communities we serve.
You're kidding me. So all this is coming in from different properties. What does it mean for a community who brings in their green waste to have it recycled?
I think that's big, Amanda, because when they're recycling, they're stopping this from get to the landfills, which they're reducing the greenhouses gases, and they're helping their own communities because with this green waste, we produce the mulch that we're going to bring back to the communities once they're cooked. From the same mulch, we're going to get compost. This compost, we're going to use it to create copper, planter mix, even to mix it with our soil for our nursery.
That's amazing. So by recycling your green waste material, you are not just saving your community, you're saving the world in whole because our landfills are running out of very precious space. Make sure you recycle. We learned about the importance of green waste recycling and how to make mulch. Let's head out to one of our communities to meet Felix Montano and learn more about the application process of mulch.
Hey Felix, thanks for joining us today.
Problem.
So what's the application process of mulch?
Well, the application process is 2 to 3 inches. A lot of people don't know that. A lot of people either sprinkle it on and then they get upset that they wasted a lot of money and then the wind blew it. But the fact is 2 to 3 inches is very important to keep it nice and thick, but too much of it as well will harm the plants and will harm the soil by not letting it breathe.
Wow, I didn't know that. So are there any other no's when it comes to mulch?
Yes, there's a lot of big no's. One of the main ones that a lot of people aren't aware of, even though it looks aesthetically pleasing when you apply it everywhere, the big no-no is not on the base of the trees.
Wow,
Yes,
okay.
it could rot the base of the tree and it could harm the tree and it could decline fast. Same thing with other plant materials that have a base of bark, keep it away.
Okay, wow. So when is the season, or is there a season for the application process of mulch?
Well, everybody likes to do it during the downtime in our industry. Usually it's around fall, winter, but we like to do it throughout the year as an as-needed basis. Why? Because there's many different benefits doing it throughout the year.
And I was just gonna ask you, what are the benefits of mulch?
Well, when you apply it, let's say right before summer, in summer in different areas in Southern California, it gets really hot, especially with climate change. You apply it right before summer or right at spring or right in the winter season. It gets ready right before the hot temperatures rise up. You go ahead and apply 2-3 inches. It retains the soil and it retains the temperature of the soil the same. So the plant material is a little bit more happier. There's more moisture in the soil.
Okay.
So the plant material is healthier as well. And then you're not seeing things stress out and die off, and you're not turning on the sprinklers when it's not needed.
And that's beautiful because it keeps the plants thriving and healthy throughout a dry season.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes. Especially during sandy areas, like when you have a lot of areas that are sandy and porous soil, it retains the soil moisture in the sand as well because the mulch is helping everything maintain more water moisture in it.
Wow, okay. Does that also help with drainage or irrigation at all?
Yes, it actually prevents as well. Like for example, let's say you have a nice area and it's slopey, or that's in an area that gets a lot of water during the rainy seasons. It prevents soil erosion as well.
So is there a difference between non-organic and organic mulch?
Well, surprisingly, a lot of people think that mulch is mulch. But a lot of areas, unfortunately, they either paint the mulch into a black color or into a red color, or sometimes they even bring that rubber mulch, which aesthetically looks really good, but it doesn't benefit the soil at all or the plant material because you don't have organic biodegradable mulch. And so with that being said, the whole purpose of the mulch, besides it keeping the plant material happier, with it being more moist and keeping the plants actually biodegrading, you're providing more nutrients to the plant material as well. It also disintegrates and it replenishes the nutrients in the soil. So that's a good one. And then a really good one, believe it or not, is during the winter time, some areas get frost.
That's
right?
true, yes.
So what would you think happens to the plant material that's basically on bare soil? They get hit really hard. They're not used to areas that are getting hit with frost, especially here in Southern California. But the areas that have mulch in it, it keeps the soil from freezing. And it actually helps the plant material recuperate from the frost.
So it's basically like a temperature regulation.
It does. It regulates the temperature from it getting too cold and too hot, all depending on the season. So there's many, many different benefits in having mulch.
Thank you so much, Felix.
No problem.
Let's go back to the Harvest Lab.
Thank you very much, Sierra.
We hope you guys had fun today, where science
Plus fun equals
the Harvest Lab.